Alright, we're back. Skipped last week, but I am back this week. Last week we dropped a new single, Jack Torrance Would Kill This. I hope you guys checked it out, but if you didn't, obviously it's not too late. Once again, we just like to wing it and see if we can find a cool sample, flip it in some kind of way, or just make something cool over it. But anyway, let's get going. What is the vibe? What are we looking for? I search for a lot of the same terms so many different times that, you know, you come across the same samples over and over. Try to be a little different each time, but that is not always easy. Let's just start simple. Dark samples. We'll go down the rabbit hole a little bit. Checking to make sure you guys can hear the audio. Looks like you can. That's a fucking crazy cover. This looks like it would have been in like the textbooks and like about the Black Plague. This is cool. Alright, I don't even want to hear anymore. This is a pretty cool sample. I feel relatively confident that, you know, we can make something cool, at least for fucking video's sake, at least for consistency's sake. Definitely want to keep these videos coming out. I definitely want to stay consistent, start a routine, come out with one. I want to record every Friday, drop it by, I guess, the end of Saturday. And I don't know if you're catching this, but my cat is climbing up on my records, climbing up on my record player. Oh, please don't do this. Is she gonna jump? She's definitely gonna knock over some of my records. I just bought that unlocked and she has knocked it over so many times I can't even tell you. Okay, thank you. I mean, honestly, without even chopping that up, that does fit the metronome pretty nicely. Trying to find a better 808. I don't know what I'm doing here. Deleting this fucking bass. Alright, I think that does sound a lot cleaner. crazy about this beat, but it's not terrible. I mean, I could probably work on it a lot more and make it a lot better, but you know, I don't know. Kind of want to move on from it. I saw a track in my projects that I saved it under the name of Gung Hooligans. I don't remember what this even sounds like. Oh, this is actually a very short little concept beat. It needs more crunch. No, it doesn't need more crunch. It has crunch. It needs more like boom to it. What I find myself doing a whole lot is just going through like different projects that are unfinished and just adding little bits and pieces to them at a time. Honestly, that's usually how I work. So like streaming is kind of different for me, where I'm not always really starting that many new projects. Like I get kind of caught in a routine of going through editing until like, 12 tracks are done and it's an album. If anything, streaming keeps me making new beats. I saved a beat called Jim Henson Shit. I think I don't know if I actually played that at some point, but matter of fact, fuck it. Let's open up Jack Torrance. This project, it was kind of actually funny because I made this a while ago. I made this damn near over a year ago, but I've had a lot of stuff in the making lately that I'm really excited about. So this was fitting that it was the first one to drop because it's been waiting the longest. When I made this, this was the first beat that I actually made after getting Nexus. All of the melody that you hear, that like it's like an old radio organ sample in Nexus. So what you're hearing was basically the first like thing I ever made in Nexus. There's actually no samples in this other than the end. There's an outro that is an obvious sample, Ode to the Shining, clearly. The actual song contains no samples, and I'm always a little prouder of that than, some of my other beats. I love sampling. Like, it's honestly what's part of what's so much fun for me in making beats. But I do feel a little extra, cool feeling when I make a beat that contains no samples. I want to see if there's anything I could like do in here just to like flip this just a little bit.
Wendy, darling, light of my life. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
fucked that up. I love this fucking lead right here. It's so dope. When I heard this, I was just like, yes. And of course, everybody should recognize this vocal sample. Respect my mom, there from the shouts. Fuck the world. Fuck the world. Deadbeats 2 is coming in the fall. The album is practically done, but there's other things that have to be arranged before the album could drop. I feel like this is a cool note to end on, so we're going to end it right here. Thank you for watching. I'll be back next week. Good night, everybody.